What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome to episode 14 of The Road to Glory with FC United Manchester. So hopefully you guys are good. I've been sick in the night tonight, but hopefully I think I'm over it now, just about. But anyway, you didn't really need to know that, did you? Well, Jack, why are you going on about this? Okay, so this is the monthly review for December. You'll see here that my game against Chesterfield, which was going to be the first game of the month, was postponed by 3 days, and the draw for the FA Cup third round is going to be made. So I'm going to cover the results you've missed, then do the draw, and then I'll skip to the match day, which is in 2 days against Chesterfield. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, since the previous episode, we've had 7 games. We've lost in the FA Trophy third round qualifying against Salford. Now I have a feeling I lost to Salford in the last season in like the FA Trophy, or maybe like another similar tournament. They seem to be like a bogey team for me. I'm pretty sure of that, which is a little bit annoying. And actually looking at it, there was an own goal scored by George King, which really didn't help our case. But anyway, in the next game of the month, we went to Goisley. Is it Goisley? I know someone written in the comments how to say this team name, and I don't have it at hand now. I really should have written that down on a piece of paper, because I swear I come across this team like 3 times a season, and every time I don't know how to say it. But anyway, they started off the game the better of the two sides, scoring in the 9th minute, which was pretty disappointing, especially at home, to go down. But we showed some good fighting spirit, and we did equalise through Jake Kirby. Evans there cutting out the play. Wes York competing. And I have actually strengthened up the squad this month. I'll come on to that in a second. I've actually made 3 signings, which I probably wouldn't have made if the opportunities hadn't arisen. And I don't know. It's kind of one of they were these kind of signings, you know, where you kind of see them and it's like, well, there's no harm in getting them into the club. And basically my scout report, one of my scouts came back with a monthly report, and he had these 3 centre mids. One's a defensive centre mid, one's an advanced playmaker, and one's a kind of standard centre midfielder. My scout report came in and was like, oh, I found these players for you, and they're all free agents, 5-star current ability, 5-star potential. So as you can imagine, I had to snap at the opportunity to get them up. So I think I've got them on like all 3 of them on like 150 a week. There might be one who's on a tiny bit more, but for how good they are, they're definitely worth it. So anyway, Kirby scored the second goal of the game to make it 2-1 to us, and we were unfortunate in conceding midway through the second half. So that ended 2-2, which meant we had to go and give them the rematch, of course. In between the replay matches, we had 2 games in the league. We first had to go to Telford, which of course was, I think it was Greg Wilkinson's return game to the club, and he got injured immediately, which was a little bit of a disappointment. But 2-1 nevertheless was a good result. Got 2 injuries this game, and we missed a penalty. The penalty was a bit irrelevant at the time, as it was in added time, and we were already 2-0 down, so that was very disappointing. And that marked the 7th game in a row where we hadn't won in the league, so it was really important we got back on track. And luckily for us, we did away at Histon. This was a really good game, actually. Jake Kirby being our saviour again, and Wes York contributing as well. We took the lead in the 6th minute. Through a good goal by Wes York, who, since coming back from injury, really has bounced back. He's been superb for us this year, and I think you're going to get to see what he's all about here. He's just one of these players who just seems to find space wherever he is. He's a fantastic right winger. He was a really good signing. He wasn't cheap by any means, but he is kind of justifying his steep fee. This game we probably deserved to win. Mocky there. Getting a goal for them, or Moke, to make it 1-1. We did respond, however, in the 30th minute, pretty much a Route 1 goal. Kirby using his explosive pace. This month I have tried to mix things up, as you know, like we really did struggle for goals for the first half of the season. I have dropped Norton and kind of stuck Kirby up top, as he is, as well as playing like an inside forward behind Norton. He has got the potential to play up front, and he has really repaid that this month with some fantastic performances. So that was the 3-1 win, and then we had to go to the team whose name I can't remember. Goisley. I don't know why I'm saying it with like a New Jersey accent. Who knows? But this was a game that we probably were I don't know. First half they were the better team. Second half we were the better team, but neither team just seemed to be able to score. And in the end we did get 2 goals. Our fitness levels were just better than theirs, I suppose. And both the goals for us came in added time. And this was after we'd had a red card as well. We were down to 10 men, so it was really good to see the team playing well. Where's York getting that space that I said he's so good at finding and just smashing it in on the volley past the keeper, who's pretty much just a kind of witness to the goal. You'll notice there was quite a few players booked in their defence, so it was kind of testament to our pressure. This was a game that Norton came back for and he did score there. And there's actually a replay I want to show here if I can get it to come up, because at the turnaround at full time, where's half time? Is that half time there? Okay, watch the. One sec. You need to see this to believe it. Okay, so end of the first half, they get the action underway. Oh wait, no, this is when we've just scored. Okay, I'm hoping. Okay, yeah, look. Please explain that, someone. We switch ends for the second half of added time, and my keeper's out of goal, and I was there like shitting myself. I mean, look, it hit the post. If I'd gone 2-1 down and ended up losing that game, I probably would have just deleted the save. But that was really weird, actually, when it happened. But anyway, enough rambling. We then went to, oh gosh, Solol Motors. We'll go with that. Oh, Solol Moors even, not Vauxhall Motors. Oh gosh, these non-league teams. But no, this was a game we really dominated in terms of possession and having the ball in the middle of the park. They just seemed to be a bit more creative, but we did, I guess, strike lucky with Kirby getting the goal again, being our saviour as the lone forward. I guess what's happened with signing the 3 new centre mids is it really has kind of pushed Kirby up top because we have enough quality behind him now. And Norton is really started to decline this year. He is 33, I want to say, and although he was really good last year, he is at that kind of stage where he is slowly declining. But anyway, Kirby with the goal there. That was the only goal of the game to make it 1-0. That was a good away win, and it marked the second win back-to-back after a 7-game non-winning streak, so that was good. And then we went to Hyde FC. I won't show the highlights for this game, but as you can see, they snatched a goal very late on to make it 1-1. They did indeed miss a penalty as well. Mike Norton got on the score sheet for us, so he is scoring. In terms of creativity, we didn't really create anything. It has been a problem for us this year, but we did dominate possession, so that was good to see. So before we go on to the FA Cup third round and the game against Chesterfield in the second round, let's have a look at the transfers that I bought in, because there were 3 transfers that came in. As you can see, the wage budget's not great, but the club's making like really healthy profit, so I'm not too worried about going a little bit over with the wage budget. But anyway, the 3 players I got in were Patrick McNair, Archie Love and Sam Sheridan. So we'll start off with Patrick McNair, who is a central attacking midfielder who was released by Manchester United Youth Academy. He's actually a Northern Ireland under-21s player at the age of 18, which is kind of really promising. He's not got the craziest stats, but he's got quite nice creativity and good speed, and he'll be a good advanced playmaker for us this year if we want to kind of mix things up tactically in the centre. So I'm excited by him. He's a good young player. He never made an appearance for Man U, and he hasn't had the best debut, but he's a good signing on a free. Then we've got Archie Love, who's a Scottish centre mid. This guy isn't capped under 21s. As you can see, he's on £150 a week, which really is nothing for this kind of player compared to some of my other kind of, I guess, central midfielders. As you can see, he's a very good player, outlined in the kind of darker colour. And he offers a bit going forward as well, which is something that I have 2 very kind of defensive centre mids. Archie Love is probably going to be playing a box-to-box midfielder for us. He's kind of got the good attacking and good defending stats and adequate pace to get up and down the park. And then the final signing that I made was Sam Sheridan, who is a holding midfielder. He's on £140 a week, so he was another player with not a lot of wage to him. As you can see, he's just a really kind of solid all-round player. Compared to Archie Love, you can see slightly more defensive, but they're both very good. They're going to be useful players, I have no doubt in my mind about that, and they're worth something. So even if, because I do now have kind of 5 first choice centre mids potentially to pick between, it means if I do need to offload one of them at the end of the season, there's like some money to be made there. So looking at the player reports, just so you can see, Archie Love 4.5 stars, 5-star potential. McNair 3.5 stars, 5-star potential, and oh god, Where is the other guy? Holding midfielder. Sam Sheridan, 3.5 star, 4-star potential, and he's better than Richard Davies, who was the first choice centre mid. So although those players weren't really planned, they're on such low wages that I'm not too worried about, I guess, adding them to the squad, and I'm hoping just to rotate them well. We've got a pretty packed fixture schedule. We've had a lot of kind of replays to be done, but I don't want to ramble for too long because we've got the game to cover as well. So let's look at this third round draw, and hopefully we get a Premier League team. So of course we've still got to play Chesterfield, which isn't going to be easy. They're a good League 2 outfit. I believe I can't think who they beat. They beat someone in the first round from the league above us. But I'm really hoping for an away tie here against a Championship side or a Premier League side. That would be kind of the dream. Man City would be nice. Oh, it's not going to happen. But no, I'm doing the draw like this just because it's something a little bit different. Who knows, I might just put over dramatic music in the background. But I'm really hoping for a good Premier League outfit here to take on. Not a Wickham Wanderers. It would be nice just to get a cup run for the finances kind of thing. So hopefully we get a good team. Notts Forest wouldn't be bad. They've got Cov. Oh, there we are. We're at home to someone. Everton, that's what I want. Yes. Okay, it's a shame it's at home because there's not as much money to be made, but we have got like an 8,000-seater stand. Okay, Everton, FC United, Manchester v Everton. That's going to be a top game. I don't know what date that fixture is going to be played yet because we've got this game against Chesterfield. But I'm happy with that draw. So anyway, guys, I'm now going to advance to match day against Chesterfield, so I'll join you in a few days. Okay guys, so I'm back and it's now match day time. So I don't remember if I explained it properly, but basically the match against Chesterfield was meant to be played on Saturday. It's now Tuesday, but it got postponed because of a waterlogged pitch. Hence the fact the draw was made for the third round and we still haven't played our initial second round tie. In terms of transfers, I have actually just had one more player come in, which was a player I actually completely forgot was even in the process of coming in, which is Joe Rotham, who is off Rothwell even. Oh gosh, I'm just making up names now. Who's cup tied. He's another Manchester United youth team reject. Got him in on 150 a week. I asked for a wage budget increase, so we're not in the red really in terms of wage budget now. We are by £85, but it's £85 a week, which really is just pennies. In terms of the club's finances, we made £20,000 in the last month. So going forward, I'm pretty confident of more of the same and that our finances are sound. But anyway, on to the match day. So you can actually see by our starting lineup, I really managed to strengthen up the squad well this season in terms of bringing in lots of players. This is probably our best starting 11, at least in my opinion. Kirby's currently in the process of training to be on the left wing, but I mean, just looking at their ratings, these guys are really, really good players for this league. Very excited by the prospects of them all, that everyone's kind of stepping up their game, and I'm very optimistic. So, without further ado, let's get into today's game, which is against Chesterfield. It's at home at Gig Lane, which is Bury's main ground. We share their ground. I think in real life, FC United Manchester are getting their own stadium, but on this, I'm not sure that's been added in. So Kirby's the only player playing out of position, but other than that, we've got a really good, solid team. And yeah, I'm really optimistic going into this game. Good to see Alex Evans defaultly being selected as captain. I should probably be fixing that. I think it's because Norton's first choice captain and he's out, and I'm not sure who vice captain is actually. But Norton's kind of been on the decline here. But apparently we've been woeful of late. So a win is a certainty for Chesterfield. So I mean, we're kind of playing here with no real pressure. It'd be nice to get to the third round of the FA Cup, but I'm not going to lose sleep because Chesterfield are a good side. So it's all about kind of just giving a good performance and giving a good account of ourselves in terms of, I guess, just playing well, keep the score respectable. If we can grab a win, that would be amazing. But it's just going to be a case of really playing to our strengths. I feel as if we've got a team that would muster quite well in the League 2 when in form. It's just a case of, can we carry on the form that we've recently picked up in the league, I guess, into this cup game. So Anyway, 0-0 after 14 minutes. Ref's reaching for... He's just given a red card to their striker. Okay, that makes our job a little bit easier. 14 minutes in. I'm guessing that was just a really horrific tackle. But for a striker to get sent off for a straight red there, I don't even get why you'd be lunging into a tackle there. They're probably going to try and hit us on the break now, with us being, I guess, with them being a man down. So I'm going to switch to control. Just be aware of that threat of them on the counter-attack. I'm not sure what formation they're playing now, but it looks like they're playing without a centre midfielder, which should give some good space in the right centre mid area to exploit. So I might change up the tactics in a second. In fact, I am. Pause. I need to... Basically, it looks like they're playing a 4-4-2 with wingers. So if you can imagine, McNair was up front, and they've removed their left... Yeah, their left centre mid. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to put McNair to play slightly on the right and hopefully find that space. And then Sheridan to cover a bit more in the centre, like so. So this just gives us a bit more pushing up in this side. And I'm going to put McNair as attacking midfielder, so he'll really sit in that gap that's been created. So hopefully that change pays off. It's just a case of trying to plug the gap that they've left in their team. They're not looking to substitute off an attacker, and so we're just got to make the most of their space. And McNair's there. Bury it, my son. Is the ref given off? No, he hasn't. Yes, 1-0. That's a good start. Is that McNair? That's his first ever goal. He's I want to say the young Northern Irish guy we bought in, who I kind of went a bit crazy about, saying how good he was earlier on in the video. This is his second game for the club, so that's a really important goal for us. It looked like sloppy defending by them, but we're doing a good job, and that's a poor clearance. You can't give them the ball there. Oh, God. Oh, and they've just scored. Damn, 1-1. Oh, I knew this was going to be a tough game, though, but still a man down. To concede from giving away the ball like we just did, that's very disappointing, but it does look like we're in complete control of the game. Let's get on match stats quickly. We're all over them. We're all over them. Like, in terms of... I'll show you the stats in a second. Oh, wow. How did that... I don't even know. Why does that ruin their thing? But looking at the... possession, they've only got 39% of it, and we've had 14 shots, only 2 on target, but they've only had 3 shots, so we're looking in control here. We just need to maintain this performance. Obviously they're a man down, which makes it hard for them, and that's where... Oh, he could have got to that. What about... Where's York? Almost there. Keeper was just off his line too quick. Ball in. Don't get hit on the counter-attack here. Sheridan, use your pace. I'm always paranoid when the ball comes back to keepers like that and they're kind of pushing out that he's just going to kick it straight to one of their men. But it's looking good for us at the moment. I'm tempted to stick on a second striker. Oh, defend this. Good save, my son. Hit them on the break. Kirby, use your pace. I think they've switched now, so they're playing without a left mid. I think. I think. Let's just go back to what we were playing to begin with. Actually, no. Let's make a bold change here. Let's do something that's going to change the game. Pause the match game quickly. I don't want them to score or something while I'm sorting this out. I'm going to bring on Mike Norton here, who's not performing well. Kirby's not had the best game out on the left. It isn't his natural position. Just a kind of pretty standard change I'm just going to make here. Oh wait, I thought York could play on the left. Oh yeah, he's a right winger. And I lack a left winger on the bench, damn it. What about Reed? Reed, can you play left? Okay, let's undo last. And then again. Undo. Okay, so I need to fit Norton in here somewhere. I'm kind of tempted to go with... We'll do this. Oh god, we're going all laggy. We're going all laggy on me. Okay, so I'm going to bring on Norton here and just go for something a little bit different, I think. I'm kind of looking and trying to work out what we can mix up. What about switching to 4-1-2-1-2? I think I'm going to switch to a 4-1-2-1-2 here. This is actually a formation that I might look to train as a backup tactic, because now that we have an abundance of centre midfielders, it leaves us really open to being able to change things like this. I'm going to go for a triple sub here, and hopefully it works. So going to go a lot narrower, try and crowd them out in the middle. I swear they never have any effect, these things, on them. Like, you could say whatever you want and it just doesn't say. So I don't know if that's a bug, if that's a problem. It's just always been like that. But anyway, we don't really want to take it to a replay, especially when we've been like playing as well as we have been. So I'm going to go pretty attacking here, and hopefully we can snatch a goal in the late minutes with 2 minutes left of added time. And it doesn't look like it's going to happen. There's 10 seconds left on the clock. This really is going to be the last grab effort. Oh, okay, 1-1. I want to say that's disappointing, but at the same time I'm kind of content with that result. So I don't know when the replay is going to be played. I'm guessing it's going to be in probably a week, if that. So I might do a special mid-month episode of the second round against, second round replay against Chesterfield. So I need to work out when that's going to be. It's going to be on the 18th. So that's in a week. I don't know if we have a game in between. Let me check. Okay, no, there's no game in between. So I will join you for the next game, which is against Chesterfield, as a replay for episode 15. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching as always. Hope you enjoyed the video. This was quite a long one, which I don't always like to make the videos too long, but this was kind of one of those ones where it was necessary. And other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys in a bit, and thanks a lot for watching. I'm out.